Amid the raging conflict in Sudan, politics has erupted back home, ladies and gentlemen. Former Karnataka Chief Minister Siddaramaiah has hit out at the central government. He says that over 30 people from Karnataka belonging to the Haki tribe are stranded without food, adding that the government is yet to initiate action to bring them back. Now, External Affairs Minister S. Shankar has hit back at the Congress leader. He tweeted, and I quote, "Simply appalled at your tweet. There are lives at stake. Don't do politics." Since the fighting started on April 14th, the Embassy of India in Khartoum has been continuously in touch with Indian nationals. That's the piece of breaking news that's coming in. Politics erupting over this conflict in Sudan, with many Indian nationals, primarily from Karnataka, still stranded and seeking support from the central government. S. Shankar making it clear that the government is doing whatever is in their power to help them get out of the war zone, also hitting out at Siddaramaiah for playing politics over the entire matter. I'm joined by my colleague Siddhant on the phone line. Siddhant, so politics back home only escalating as the government does whatever it can to get these people back home.
Well, absolutely. And in fact, political season is going on in the state of Karnataka. And Siddaramaiah, being a veteran politician, understands the importance of every single issue during these elections, especially when External Affairs Minister Shankar is also taking interest in the state elections of Karnataka. And this could be perhaps the reason that Mr. Siddaramaiah did take up this issue. And today he writes on Twitter saying that 31 people are stranded in Sudan. They are from Karnataka. They belong to Haki tribe. Now, Haki tribe is a tribe which has a medicinal knowledge, and they deal in traditional medicines, and these medicines are in demand in Africa. Now, these people are stuck in Sudan. So he did highlight this issue over Twitter. In fact, he tagged Prime Minister, Home Minister, and External Affairs Minister Shankar. And interestingly, after several hours, Mr. Shankar has replied to his tweet, and in fact, he has informed the former Chief Minister of Karnataka, Siddaramaiah, that what all step Indian government is taking and how the Indian Embassy in Khartoum is in touch with the Indian national. And he did mention that the details of these people cannot be revealed because of the security reason. And he also blames Siddaramaiah, and he says that and I quote, "It is grossly irresponsible of you to politicize this situation. No electoral goal justifies endangering Indians abroad." So full-blown fight has begun between Congress and BJP. From Congress side is Siddaramaiah, from BJP side is S. Shankar, and the issue is the people from the Karnataka is stuck in Sudan, and Mr. Shankar has again assured Mr. Siddaramaiah and also assured people of Karnataka that the government is doing whatever is required. In fact, one control room has been set up by External Affairs Ministry, and in fact the other control room has also been set up by the government of Karnataka. So
absolutely, and that's our next piece of breaking news. Also, Siddhant, please stay with us. In the view of the Sudan crisis, as Siddhant was pointing out, Karnataka government has activated a 24/7 emergency control room. People who are stranded in Sudan can contact these helpline numbers, and families of the stranded can also reach out on these numbers to share the details of the stranded persons in Sudan. So, Siddhant, as you were pointing out, this action is coming in from not just the central government, but also the state government of Karnataka. Even as Siddaramaiah is pointing out that over 30 people from this particular tribe of Karnataka are trapped in Sudan.
Well, yes, that's right. So being a former chief minister, he has all the rights to raise this issue, and in fact, that is how the leaders from the opposition party should be raising issues if people are stuck from his home state. But this particular thread by Siddaramaiah is basically being seen in context with the upcoming elections in the state of Karnataka. And this is perhaps the reason that Mr. Shankar, while replying to him, did mention all the measures that Indian government has taken. He did assure Mr. Siddaramaiah that the embassy in Sudan is very much in touch with these Indian nationals. He also explained the situation there on ground, and at last he said that such kind of steps in politics will not justify any political goals. So in a way, he has hit back at Siddaramaiah also. Also, the significance of this particular tweet is more politically. It is more because if you know that Mr. Jaishankar has been very aggressively campaigning in the state of Karnataka, and in fact, he did take a couple of public meetings in Karnataka also. So many are in fact linking this particular thread by Siddaramaiah to the aggressive campaigning that Mr. Jaishankar is doing in the state of Karnataka. And he's also, wherever he's going, he's talking about India's foreign policy, that how India is on the way of becoming the Vishwa Guru and what all India is doing. He's talking about vaccine Maitri. So all those good efforts that have been taken by Prime Minister Modi is talking in his public meetings. And that is one reason that, Congress is not being received by Congress very well. And this is the reason that this particular issue, which has been highlighted by Mr. Siddaramaiah, is being seen as not an issue, but more a political move, to attack BJP, to attack Mr. Jaishankar. And this is the reason that, the full-blown war, it appears that full-blown war has started between these two leaders from the Congress and the BJP.
Right, and Siddhant, and given the track record of the BJP government, also S. Jaishankar also making it clear that they don't need any sermons from the Congress. They have done this in the past where they have successfully taken people out of war zones.
Well, absolutely, and that is perhaps that is where the confidence of the government speaks. Whether you talk about Operation Ganga, whether you talk about evacuating students from Ukraine, you talk about evacuating people from Afghanistan, you talk about several other evacuations that have been carried by this government under Prime Minister Modi being the Prime Minister, under Prime Minister Modi's government. So there have been multiple evacuation, these operations that have been successfully run by the government of India. So with that confidence only, Mr. Jaishankar has replied back to Siddaramaiah that we should not use this as an opportunity to maybe achieve certain political goals. He has explained the entire scenario to Mr. Siddaramaiah on Twitter, and he also went on to write that the details of their location cannot be shared because of the security reason. And he did explain it to Mr. Siddaramaiah. The situation is complicated there on ground. So in a way, Mr. Jaishankar assured Mr. Siddaramaiah that don't lecture us. We have a great track record as far as rescuing people from the hostile situation is concerned. We have done it in the past, and this time around also we are serious, and in fact we are giving our best. And whatever is possible, the Indian government is doing there on ground. Please don't use this issue as a political tool in this upcoming election. So that is a very clear message which is being given by Mr. Jaishankar through his tweet to Mr. Siddaramaiah today. Back to you.
Right. Thank you, Siddhant, for getting us that piece of breaking news, so that politics only escalating between the centre and the Congress, but this also coming right ahead of the Karnataka elections. Shifting focus